Welcome students. In this topic, we will learn about square butt joint on 2 mm thick copper sheet in flat position by OAW process.
At the end of this topic, you will be able to select appropriate filler rod for tack welding and welding process. Prepare and set plates for square butt joint in flat position. Tack weld. Inspect the weldments for defects. Let us see the tools required for the welding process of square butt joint on 2 mm thick copper sheet in flat position by OAW process. Steel rule, scriber, nozzle, ball peen hammer, flat file, bench vise, tri-square, tongs, chipping hammer, steel wire brush, filler rod, oxygen and acetylene cylinder and welding torch, personal protective equipment, a respirator. Let us see the important pre-welding preparation steps of square butt joint on 2 mm thick copper sheet in flat position by OAW process. Cut the pieces . 150 mm length by 50 mm width. Prepare copper sheet with square edges. Clean the sheets to remove the surface oxide and other impurities using a stainless steel wire brush. Fix nozzle number 5 on the blowpipe. Adjust the pressure of oxygen between 0.5 and 1.41 kg per square centimeter and acetylene at 0.8 to 0.15 kg per square centimeter. Set the sheets with 1.5 mm to 2 mm root gap such that it increases about 1 mm per 100 mm length of the joint for butt welds. Adjust a strict neutral flame. Tack weld at both ends of the joint and at the center. Preheat the job to a temperature of 150 degrees to 180 degrees centigrades to reduce the effect of expansion during welding using the blowpipe flame itself. Blowpipe 60 degrees to 70 degree angle. Filler rod angle 30 degrees to 40 degrees. Now let us learn about the welding process of square butt joint on 2 mm thick copper sheet in flat position by OAW process. Start welding by the leftward technique by holding the blowpipe at an angle of 40 degrees to 50 degrees and the filler rod at an angle of 30 degrees to 40 degrees. Do not remove the filler rod end from the outer envelope of the flame till the welding is over. As the end of the joint is approached, reduce the blowpipe and filler rod angle and raise the inner cone. This is done to avoid burn-through of the joint. Wash the weld by rinsing in hot or cold water. Now, we will look at the important points to follow for square bed joint on a 2 mm thick copper sheet in flat position using OAW process. A respirator is to be used to avoid inhaling of toxic zinc fumes coming out of the copper sheet. Crack. Lack of root fusion. Distortion. Lack of root penetration. Recap.
In this topic, you have learned to set proper flame, select filler rod, select gas nozzle, set gas pressures, weld copper butt joint properly, remove flux residues from the weldment by chemical cleaning, inspect for weld defects.